Hello everyone, my name is Dravish Rawat. Today I am going to talk on a topic management. Here I will be discussing about what is management, features of management and the theory which is called administrative theory given by Henry Fule. So here these three topics I am going to discuss right. So hello everyone, my name is Dravish Rawat. So let's start the topic, what is management? So, management is referred to the process in which things are done through others with the aim of achieving goal effectively and efficiently. Here, effectively refers to the task which should be complete on time, no matter how much the cost is going to involve to complete that particular project. Here, efficiently refers to the point that the task should be completed on time, but we have to do the optimum utilization of resources. So basically the example for effectively here is that, for example, we have 3 days to complete a production unit, and the target, for example, today is 7th October and the target deadline is 10th October, so we have to complete the project on 10th October. For example, we are manufacturing the biscuit packets, so total production of 50 units we have to do in within 3 days. So here we will not see how much the cost is going to involve to complete that product that project. So we won't see here how much cost is going to, we will focus mostly on the task should be completed on time within the deadline. Here efficiently means that the task which we are going to complete, it should utilize the optimal utilization of resource. That means the resources should not be waste. If we can see that the resources what we are going to use, within that resources if we can complete the target on time, that is called efficiently. So now we will discuss the features of management. So what are the features of management? Features here refers to the characteristics. We can say characteristics. So first of all, the main and the most important feature of management is a goal oriented process. Why we are doing management? Here management referred to the completion of target or completion of project within the certain limits, and the project should complete on time. So management is a goal oriented process. So here the goal oriented process, it refers to that whatever we are doing in an organization, whatever the things we are managing in organization, the basic purpose of managing everything is to complete the target on time. That means the goal which the top level management fix the goal for the entire organization, we work for that particular goal, achieve that goal. We make sure that how that goal will be achieved. So here basically management is a goal oriented process. That means a person or an individual or employee or whoever are there in organization, the first and the most important goal of all the people is to complete the task on time and achieve that first important thing is achieve the organization goal. Then after that they can focus to individual goal. So now let's discuss the second point. Management is a goal oriented process, as we have been discussed. Now we will discuss management is a continuous process. So no matter how big the organization is, no matter how small the organization is, everywhere in every industry, every company, every institution, at every places we need management. Why? That means management is never ending process. For example, if today you have managed that you want to score 100%, and sorry 100 percentile in CAT exam, so you have made it the target, you started to prepare for that particular exam. After that, so now here it is a continuous. Now you will manage. There are three subjects which you have to study daily to increase your efficiency or accuracy. So this is a continuous bro. Here you will manage everything. You will decide your timetable, how much you will give important to particular subject. For example, there are three subjects. For each subject, you will divide your time. Like two to in a day, you will give one hour to each subject. That means total three subjects. That this will continue for entire until the deadline is there, in which we are going to, in which date the exam is going to be conducted. So now let's discuss the other third point. Management is pervasive. Pervasive means the management is required in every type of organization. It is applicable in everywhere. So pervasive, for example, pervasive management see, you can see that in organizations, any organization is there, small or big, everywhere management is required. So that is all about management. Management is a dynamic process. That means management, dynamic means here refers to the changes. So management is all about changes, because as we all know that every industry is different as compared to other industry. So the first main motive of our thing is that we have to identify what are the dynamic or business changes are there in an environment. So it is all about that we have to see what are the changes we are facing in environment, and the management or the top level will decide where we have to focus more and where we have to reduce our focus. So now let's move to the other what to say that other point. Management is a group activity. As we all know that nothing can be achieved in an organization without a teamwork. So management is all about creating a team and developing a leader in that team to achieve a goal. That means if you want to build an organization and you want to begin make an empire, so here we require mostly the best teamwork. For example, if you want to achieve the goal of producing 10,000 units in a month, here individual person cannot do that. So here the first most important thing is that to make a team. So here the team will be divided in different department, from starting production department to the sales department. So this is all about what we are going to say is management is a group activity, because everywhere a group of member is required to complete a particular task on a time. That means, but the task should be completed on time and with the optimal utilization of resources. So now let's discuss what is the administrative theory of a management, which is also called as the 14 principles given by Henry Fayol. So Henry Fayol is an scientist who developed the 14 principle of management. So let's start with the first principle, that is division of work. So here the Henry Fayol says that the work should be divided in equal the work should be divided in equal parts. That means the work should be divided to every individual. There should not be a particular one person to whom every authority and responsibility should be given. Here, the Henry Fayol says that for each and every work, there should be a different person. The total work should be divided in different parts. So the work will complete on the time, and the accuracy of that work will increase, because when a person do the continuously a same work, so the efficiency and the speed of that work increases. So now next point is authority and responsibility. So what is authority? Do you know that what is authority and what is responsibility? So here authority means power, responsibility means obligation. So what is authority and responsibility? So here Henry Fayol says that authority should be given to both high and top level as well as to the lower level. For example, see, if you give the full authority to one person, that means he will misuse the power of that authority. And if you give the responsibility for one person, he won't be able to achieve his target, because every workload he will be facing. So here Henry Fayol says that the equal everything should be divided in equal thing, like authority and power should be given to equal members. That means if you have given the authority to a person, you should give power to that person. For example, basically the best example which I will be giving you right now is that, for example, there is Ram, for whom the target is that he has to manage the workers. So he has so here he got the responsibility, but the top level management has not given him power that he can he is not given the authority for him. If they have done any mistake, he can scold them or he can fire them. So if here should be everything, authority and responsibility should be equal. There should be not more authority and not less responsibility. If he give the more responsibility, then he won't be able to. If he has more responsibility and he don't have power, then he won't be motivated. So here the balance should be there. So now let's discuss the second point: centralization and decentralization. And if you says that the power in in an industry or organization should be both centralization to decentralization. That means centralization refer where a full power is given to the top level management, and decentralization means that the power is given to the lower level as well as to uh, middle level management. So now let's discuss the third point, which is called uh, scalarship. Here Henry Ford says that in an organization the transformation of information should be in hierarchy. For example, if uh, lower level want to talk to the top level management, so he should not go and talk to directly. He should first talk to the middle level management, then middle level management will transfer his message to the top level management, and vice versa. If uh, suddenly we can use one process which is called gang planning. That means if an suppose if an lower level management want to talk the general manager or other department manager, so he can directly go and talk. That is called gang plan. So now let's next move to the uh, esprit de corps, which means esprit de corps here means the there should be a team built up, which means there esprit de corps. That Henry Fuel says that everything should be in a team. What I am trying to say that a management should be a manage everybody should follow a teamwork to achieve an organization goal. Equity, here equity refers that everyone should be treated in an organization equally. There should not be any discrimination against anyone in an organization. So now the next Henry Fuel principle is that discipline. In an organization, there should be a discipline which is mandatory in any organization. If you don't follow discipline, that means the organization is not going to achieve that goal which the top level management has decided or given to the lower as well as to the middle management. So if there is a discipline in an organization, that means the organization is very professional and the goal will be achieved on time. And the next one is mm, mm, the next one is unity of command. Here, unity of command means the order should be given by one member. That means there should be a one boss to the one employee. That means there should not be any order which should be given like mix up, which means, for example, there are four labor and there are one boss, which means the four labor has to obey whatever the one boss. That means X, or you can say there are a person and there are four member for whom for that four member the boss is A. So the A has to give order to that four member. Here should not be any other B who come and give order to them, because they will feel confused. So the work which they have decided, which will not create the efficiency, and they will be get confused and everything will be collapsed. So this is all about what I am trying to say. And next is unity of this is called unity of command, and another one is unity of command and order. Next one is order. Here, the order has to be, everything should be arranged in order. In an organization, the most important thing is that the everything whatever you are seeing, it should has a different department, and there at that department, everything should be arranged in a different manner. So this is all about order. So now let's talk mm, other principle which is like yeah, I think this is all about the principle. All 14 principle I have discussed. There are some principle which I have led for that. I feel sorry because I think I am not going to remember right now. So now let's discuss what is planning. So now let's discuss the other topic. What is planning? See, planning means thinking in advance what to do, how to do, when to do, and who is going to do. That means planning means thinking in advance what we are going to do in future in an organization. See, planning bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to reach in future. Planning means what, when, how, why, whom the work should be done. See, in planning, everything is decided what we are going to do in future. For example, planning require a plan. A plan is a blueprint in which everything is mentioned how in an financial year we are going to perform or do our activities, and what are the budget is allocated to do that particular activity. This is the main thing what I am saying. And see here, planning is all about thinking in advance. See, planning means we are calculating the risk, or we are identifying the opportunities which will be created in future by understanding the need at present. We are forecasting the demand, which is the main point of that. So planning is all about thinking in advance. See, there are features of planning, as well as that means we can discuss like advantages and disadvantages. Advantage is planning reduces the risk, because whatever we are planning, we will calculate the risk, and according to that we will plan. Mean, planning planning help to increase the profit, because if we do planning, we know where we are going to focus mostly and where we want to spend our money. So this help us to increase our profit. And the next one is planning uh, increase the chance of success, because whatever we do planning, no, that will help us. We know that we are going to spend here this much money, there we are going to discuss that much money. So this create us the this is a very important factor. And now we will discuss the disadvantage. Planning is very costly, because planning required lots of plan in which there are lots of cost involved. So it is a very expensive. Planning increase the risk. See, plan whatever we are planning as well as it is a advantage as well as disadvantage, because planning increase the risk. If whatever we have planned, if it is not successful, everything will be waste. Whatever resource we have used, or whatever the how much the time we have given, it all will be waste. And the other one is planning require lots of professionalism, because whatever we are doing, everything should be completed on time. It should be done by a professional, which will help to increase the a royalty or increase the brand value of a company. So this is all about by myself. So here we end today's topic, and we will be meeting on next class soon. So everyone, thank you.